This is Layla Kiki, aka Kirsten. I wanted to talk about my experience with bullying. I dealt with bullying for a good duration of my life. School was very hard for me. It was not a place where I wanted to be. I dealt with not just being picked on by females, but there were some boys who said things too, and there was others who just wanted to get in your pants and call it, and call it a day. But I remember early on as a little girl, I hated school. I honestly hated school. I hate to say it, but I did. The teachers were no help when they knew that certain things were going on. Some knew, some didn't. I had confided in a person about how I was feeling, and I used to be a cutter. I dealt with, depression and some suicide thoughts and stuff. And this person, who I thought I trusted, went and told the teacher. Also ran them out to other people too, about it, as far as like students, kids and stuff too, about the cutting. The reason why I said I couldn't trust her and what she did was messed up was because that same girl during that time didn't really like me neither. This was, I believe, in middle school. And so after that, I was labeled the crazy girl. Even some of the teachers were talking about me. Not all of them, but I found out that some of them did say some nasty stuff about me. I don't know. During that time, I just was in a very, very, very low place. And how I can recall all of this, my handy little diaries, kept diaries of everything. This boy, he picked on me, talked about my pants being high waters and this and that. I remember one time vaguely, my mom did my hair in this braid. I guess she braided my hair some sort of way. And I liked it at the time, like when she did it. But when I went to school, I got picked on. They said that it was retarded braids, and it hurt my feelings so bad that I went in the bathroom stall and cried and took my hair out. I was gullible and naive, and I was a people pleaser and wanted to please people and wanted to have friends. And even if the people that I called my friends, which I know, now I'm an adult, I know they were not my friends. They were not who they said they were. It is what it is, because I really don't care anymore. Not now, Then I would have, but school was hard. I mean, I got picked on for various reasons for being either I was one boy was like, "You too yellow." Like, how can you be too yellow? Are you serious? Like, then me as a child, then I took that offensive and was like, am I too yellow? But when you're an adult and you grow out of that, you think on it, and you think on a lot of stuff, and you just, and I was just like, why did I allow people to have so much power and so much control over my life? Like, it was crazy. I just wish someone had talked to me, or someone just would have intervened, But I mean, if it wasn't that I was too light, my hair was too thick, or I was ugly, or I was too skinny, or I was too big breasted, or I was too hairy, or I had on high waters or bobo shoes. I dealt with a lot of stuff growing up. I'm gonna read. I want to read eventually during this video. I'm gonna read a couple things that I wrote in my diary, but I'm gonna leave out names, and I am gonna leave out some stuff. I want to let people know that's out there, the children mostly, anybody that's being bullied. And you know, honestly, in adulthood, you can still get picked on, but it's, at the end of the day, you don't go home to them people. You know, and it kind of was like that even in school. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, you see these people for a duration of a few hours in school, but you don't go home to these people. They don't sleep next to you. So I just want to encourage somebody out there that is being picked on, that is being bullied. I want you to know that it is not the end of the world. You are beautiful. You are smart. You are what you believe you are. And I know it can be hard. I know, because I have definitely been there. But I want you to stay strong. And if you're not getting that support from your teachers or your parents, there are other places and other people where you can get support from to help you deal with it, to help you cope with the stresses of school and depression, or if you're suicidal. There is people out there that will help, that will listen, talk to you, and even maybe send you to a qualified therapist. There's nothing wrong with seeing a therapist, but I would make sure that what is said between you and the therapist stays confidential, because they had a so-called counselor at my school. A counselor breached confidentiality and told my business to some of the teachers in the school. We could have sued, but I wasn't in my right headspace, so we didn't, and my folks didn't. So it is what it is. October 29, 2000. I met this really cute boy. I talked to him on the phone today, and we are, I'm a child, young and stuff. We are boyfriend and girlfriend. I learned a lot about him. Some stuff got skipped, so I'm letting you know. But us being together was the talk of nearly the whole school, which I ain't give a crap. I'm gonna just use that word. But it wasn't none of their business. I guess there was a couple of teachers that knew about our relationship, and I guess they said something to him. So me and the boy I was talking about in this journal discussed what was said, and we both said that you can't tell the teachers anything, that they can't be trusted. I had one, she wasn't a teacher, but she was the nurse staff on duty, pulled me aside. She was very nice. She's nice. This particular person I'm talking about, I don't know if she still works at the school anymore, but I'll read it and you'll see what I'm talking about. The nurse pulled my arm, brought me in her office, and was saying all this stuff about the guy. And I said that the guy wouldn't do that. Then another teacher or another staff member that was in the office when the nurse pulled me aside said to me, literally, that the guy that I'm with is a bad influence, and that she hopes I make the right choice. Then she went as far as to say don't come running to her if something happens to me. And I said a few choice words in my diary. I'm gonna exclude that. But in so many words, I said, why would I come running to her? I don't even know her like that. But the nurse then replied and said to me, I will be here if something happens because I care about you. So even with that being said, you gotta, and this goes for the adults and the parents too, you gotta take a look at the staff and these people that they are hiring in these schools. A lot of them are there honestly to get a paycheck. They don't care about the kids that's in these schools. Some of them do. Some, I ain't gonna say everybody, some do. Some definitely got a heart for children and want to see them excel and want the best for them, and they actually care for them as if they were their own children. But other people, I just don't know. And then one day, me and the guy was talking, and he told me that that same staff member had told him that I had problems, that I was loco, crazy, and that I was suicidal. And he went as far as to address that staff member and told her, he already know all of this. Basically, why are you telling my business, to a student? And so, we talked about that too. She could have definitely been reported, but I don't know if it would have made much difference. Moving on. So me and the guy, eventually, of course, that relationship didn't last too long. That is what it is. When everybody found out that we broke up, basically the school, they were all up in my grill. And one day, someone had just kept bugging me about the situation. And when I got on the bus, I sat down, because usually I would sit all the way in the back of the bus sometimes, especially if I'm upset about something. I sat down, covered my white jacket over my face, and started crying. And that doesn't help someone who's dealing with depression and their self-esteem neither. Like I said, it was a lot of factors and a lot of things that ended up causing me to be the way that